I grew up thinking violence was a voice, never a choice, just the quickest way to make noise when silence kept swallowing boys like me. Where I'm from, anger had grammar and pain had posture. Fists finished sentences mouths never trusted themselves to say anyway. And I learned fast, hit first, stand firm, don't explain because explanation sounds like begging when no one's listening anyway. And violence wasn't rage, it was rhythm. Push and reply, test and responder. Language where volume meant control. Because if you swing, you don't have to say I'm scared. If you shout, you don't have to admit I'm bleeding on the inside and I don't know how to stop. But violence is a poor translator. It shouts everything and explains nothing. It doesn't tell your story, it passes it on like a curse that never gets questioned. And I didn't change overnight, no big awakening scene, just repetition. Same stare down, same tension. Same aftermath scrubbing silence off my hands. I clocked it. I was fluent in force but illiterate in feeling. I could end a moment but couldn't explain why it mattered. So I stepped back not because I went soft but because I got precise. You see, violence is quick, immediate, cheap relief. And words, they make you stay in the mess that you're trying to leave. Words make you sit with the heat. Let it speak instead of throwing it at the nearest body. Learning language was messy. My mouth trips over truths. My fists used to hide honesty. It felt slow in a body trained for impact. And I wanted to revert, go back to the old script where power was instant and regret got skipped. But words do what fists never could. They last. They land without wreckage. They let you exit the room without dragging the past. And I learned strength isn't how hard you can hit, it's how much you can feel without passing it on. Like a habit, like a sickness, like a family trait. Control isn't dominance, it's delay. It's choosing not to react that same old way. Now when anger arrives, I don't give it my hands, I give it my breath. I give it a plan and I slow it down. Make it speak, make it say what's really trying to be. Because violence ends conversations. Words extend them. And I've ended enough things to know which one I'm defending. So I choose language not because it's safe, but because it's harder to fake. Because it asks me to stay present, stay honest, stay human without armour or escape. And I didn't lose my edge, I refined it. I stopped using it to cut people down and started using it to cut through what was never said.